One.
All the way back from season 1, your top play of the year goes to Tracy McGrady.
Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA.
And tonight we've got the Los Angeles Sparks playing against the Las Vegas Aces.
This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops.
So Las Vegas will get the first possession.
Well, still lots of time left in the year, but Brian, can you already tell who the contenders are?
Well, I think it's hard to say right now because injuries can really alter the course of a season, as can trades. So there's still a lot that can change.
And I'll say this, on the opposite side of the spectrum, we can normally tell which teams are going to be in the lottery. They will show up earlier in the year than the contenders.
Here's Carter. Connects on the 9-footer.
I love watching Kennedy Carter work her way inside. She is gifted at probing and finding ways to shoot.
Stokes. She's guarded by Stevens. They get it again. Pass to Stokes. Wilson in the post. She's guarded by Stevens.
The ball goes to Los Angeles.
Now here's Plum. Gray defending. Outside Carter. Stevens. Inside. Plum. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
What effort from Plum down in the paint. Outworking the defense and getting a shot.
Pass to Wilson. Over Wnba. 11 feet out. And it's in off the backboard.
So reliable, guys. Her offense, it doesn't come and go. It's always there.
Now here's Carter. Wnba outside. And in the first, little over a minute and a half in. Plum with it. Shot clock at 6. Carter, that's good.
Ran her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
Well, with the career Kelsey Plum has had, it's safe to say she's lived up to the hype.
Multiple-time All-Star, league MVP, 2 titles. Yeah, I'd say she has. Clearly one of the most complete and popular players in the league.
And the basket by Lloyd.
Well, Lloyd loves to punish teams from downtown. She'll take that shot whenever she can.
Here's Carter. Stokes with the rebound. First quarter ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Lloyd from long range. Another point for Las Vegas.
I love the confidence from Lloyd. It's really what makes her so dangerous offensively.
Pass to Jackson. Wnba. Here's Plum. Takes the 3. The rebound by A'ja Wilson.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
Now Gray.
2 minutes remaining. First 2 minutes.
Fires the 3.
The offensive rebound.
Wilson. She's covered by Wnba. Gray for 3. Wnba grabs the miss. The Sparks trailing. First quarter of action and just under 3.5 minutes played. The 3 from Kennedy Carter. Bangs home the trifecta.
A great three-point shooter in college. Carter is trying to gain consistency from beyond the arc as a pro as well.
And it's Wilson missing. And the Sparks with possession here. Wnba down low, working on Wilson. Wnba misses. Gray right side. That falls. Nice speed that time for Jackie Young.
With a solid frame and terrific body control, Gray is comfortable operating down low.
Pass to Jackson. Carter covered by Lloyd. Now here's Carter. Tight defense on her. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
Young's shot is off. The Sparks leading. Here's Carter. She's got 9. Jackson. Pass to Plum. Soft touch off the glass.
What a move there from Plum. She's not bashful when it comes to trying some slick ball handling plays.
Back to Lloyd. Lays it up and banks it in. Here's Plum. Over Gray. She got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for her. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter.
Los Angeles Sparks.
Sparks on top. They're up by 1. And we'll bring you the start of quarter 2 when we return. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Sparks. Guys?
Lots of their points have come from shots inside the key.
And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward. I mean, why change the plan until they make you?
Absolutely.
Here's Brink. Rebound by the Aces. Left side Young. She gets that one.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to see?
I don't know, but I'm willing to bet it's more than a few.
Well, the Sparks have missed the last 3 playoffs. Rare to see LA struggle like this.
An original WNBA team, they missed the postseason just 4 times in their first 24 seasons. Now, this franchise has the best winning percentage in league history, so you expect they'll turn it around pretty soon.
The Aces with the lead. Pass to Young. Cameron Brink brings down the board. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter play. Here's Cannon. Second chance shot. Misses at the rim. Here's Las Vegas. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Count that one.
Another good pass. Impressive offensive execution from them.
Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance. 4 straight field goals made off an assist.
Now here's Brink.
No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. The shot by Stevens, no good.
Gustafson with it.
Here's Wilson, and they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line.
First personal foul.
3-point play. She'll be shooting her first free throw of the game.
Asia Wilson. Shooting 1.
Now here is Sims. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Timeout called the Sparks.
Well, the coaches, they clearly don't like what's going on there, and they want to talk things over.
And why wouldn't they talk things over? I mean, really, you had to take a timeout there and just try to take away some of the opponent's momentum.
Sparks with possession here. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Pass to Stevens. in by Mitchell. Here we go, one-on-one. The shot's good on the assist by Drew Lloyd.
That's a nice bucket. They're really playing intelligently.
They really are, and even though it's not a huge lead they've got, they're definitely in charge.
Kind of get that feeling, Brian, that team is playing so well.
It's good.
Well, you have to commit to your shot, and Shea Petty knows how important that is. So even against a strong defense, she goes for it 100% into it.
Here's Lloyd. Count that bucket.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Now here is Sims. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. And here is Petty. Right side, Stevens. Shot blocked! And now the Aces on the break. Out to Gray. Outside Evans. Pass to Mitchell. Parker Tyus with it. Evans with it. She's guarded by Stevens. Now Lloyd. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries again. And it's finished off by Parker Tyus.
Hey, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint, and they keep scoring points.
And you know, Brian, there's not really a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting in the paint like they have been on this run.
Here's Lloyd. And she was fouled in the act of shooting. An opportunity for a three-point play.
Well, the lead should be safe. I mean, they just keep shooting like this.
Yeah, they're on fire and really looking to pad that lead.
And that one misses. And Jewel Lloyd, what a fantastic player. So consistent over the years.
Well, she started off strong, #1 overall pick in 2015, WNBA Rookie of the Year, and she's only gotten better from there.
They've been playing very smart offensively in the first half. I think that's safe to say.
The numbers support that. They're shooting much better percentage from the field.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Wnba misses.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide open opportunities.
Evans misses. Jackson with the ball. And it's Evans picking her up. Outside Plum. Swiped it away. And here we go. Aces running. Here's Gray. The shot is good. And so is her shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
You love to see a guard like Chelsea Gray take contact and still complete the play. That's toughness.
3 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Wnba. Plum, Gray defending. Tries it from 19. Plum gets the bucket.
Well, when you get in the pick and roll, Plum can shoot out of it, drive, pass. How do you defend that?
Kelsey Plum with the steal. Now the Sparks moving it up. Here's Jackson. And she uses the glass on the layup. Here's Gray. And that concludes the first half. Aces ahead. They're up by 11. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. And we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started. And you know, Jewel Lloyd has been really making it happen, guys.
She played a very smart game offensively, looking for and finding gaps in the defense and always looking for the best shot possible.
Yeah, the way she played that first half, well, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient on offense.
Down low and stolen by Stevens. Now here's Plum. Gray defending. Here's Jackson. They grab their own miss. Stevens, that's good.
That's a great example of Stevens' comfortability and focus around the basket. So effective down there.
Offensive rebound. Out to Gray. Pass to Stokes. Over Stevens. And that one's good. Stokes.
The assist.
Better teammate off the bounce there. That was a nice play.
On the wing, Rakia Jackson. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. She can't get that one to fall. Outside Lloyd. It's over Carter. Out to Gray. Lets it go from deep. Rejected by Azare Stevens.
Because of Stevens' competitive drive, she doesn't want to allow any easy buckets.
To the inside. Wilson with the steal. A one-on-one situation. Here's Young. And that one goes long.
We don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whiffs on an open jumper.
Well, we can all agree on this. There is nothing quite like summer hoops in Vegas, as long as the AC is pumping.
Yeah, I mean, it was, 110, 115, you can get up there. But you got the 2K Summer League going on. The men's national team normally playing games, having a camp, tons of elite high school events. And, of course, Aces season in full swing.
Now here's Plum. 6 points for her. The Sparks, no good that time either.
A lot of clanks by them early in the second here so far. Only one make on 5 tries.
Here's Wilson. Outside Young. From the arc. Pass to Gray. Stokes. Back to Gray. Outside Lloyd. Wilson with it. Over Jackson. Wilson no good.
Just not the quarter she would like to have when you talk about shooting the ball, but hopefully she can turn it around.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
And the Aces call time here.
Well, they want to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and now's the time to do it.
Yeah, there was clearly some things going on out there that the coaching staff just wasn't a fan of.
Aces with the lead. Outside Young. To the paint. Here's Mitchell. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket for a terrific assist. You know, they've done a lot of that today.
And you know, it's something we haven't seen much at the opposite end of the court.
Now here's Wnba. Rejected by Parker Tyus.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
She just has not gotten into the flow of this game. But yeah, her teammates have certainly done their part today, but she just hasn't gotten into the flow of this game. It's tough to see.
With the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That's some old school defense. Just telling them no easy layups. As simple as that. And I like to see it.
And you know, when Brink is on the floor, she adds multiple dimensions to this offense.
Her defense gets a lot of attention, but she does so much offensively. She's great in the post. She can spot up, and she's come a long way as a passer.
Now here's Evans. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game. So it's the Sparks now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Cannon. Let's go with a 3. Good, and it's Odyssey Sims who picks up the assist.
Fundamental hoops from Odyssey Sims, making sure to get it to the uncovered teammate.
Young with it.
Parker Tyus, Brink covering.
Baseline try.
And that's a foul called on Cheyenne Parker Tyus. That is her first foul of the game.
Substitution for your Aces. Kia Stokes. Megan Gustafson. Kirsten Bell.
And the Sparks with possession here. 8-point game.
Brink, the shot is good.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a bit like they did in the first.
And if they time it right, they can end the quarter with a little 2-for-1.
And that's how you really want to end a quarter.
Timeout called the Aces.
Bonanza, make some noise! Substitution on the court.
Now Bell. Mitchell, Petty defending. Pass to Bell. It's stolen away. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock, in-game clock. Kicks it out to Wnba. Another three for the Sparks.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves an exciting finish.
Well, it took them a while, but they're getting hot from outside just at the right time.
Back to Evans. Over Sims. To the top of the key jumper is on the mark.
I'm sure that wasn't the shot they had in mind there, but they'll take it.
With 1 on the clock. No good that time. And we reached the end of the third. The Aces on top, leading by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us.
And she might not be pass first playing out of the 2-guard spot, but she shows here that when she needs to, she can dole out assists.
That's right. You know, that's not her primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, she can do it and do it well.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Outside Lloyd. Young. Azare Stevens with the block. Here's Carter. Las Vegas grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Wilson with it. Guarded now by Carter. Wilson with the bucket.
Few players better than Wilson inside, has a rare combo of touch and length, plus the desire to beat you.
Pass to Jackson. Wnba outside. Back to Jackson. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Jewel Lloyd. Here's Las Vegas. They lead by 7. Here's Gustafson. And stolen by Stevens. To the middle. Here's Wnba. And the layup falls.
Never a bad idea to get it to Wnba inside. She's almost automatic from there.
Down low. Wilson. Add another make to her scoring column. Her 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 for 11. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
You see, some players will try to overpower you at the rim, but she likes to elude you and trick you. She's got quickness and a soft touch.
Now here is Lloyd. Here's Wilson. Hamby grabs the miss. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. That one falls.
Those defenders look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're just getting pushed around on the low block. Maybe coach has got to make a substitution or something to energize his team.
Well, they better rally soon. They've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Timeout called the Aces. Sparks making a change here.
Make some noise.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Parker Tyus. She's guarded by Stevens. A shot by Parker Tyus, no good. The Sparks trailing. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Here's Jackson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the away team, Rikia Jackson. 2 shots.
And she knocks down the first one. And so she makes both from the line. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. It's Tiffany Mitchell on the wing. Got a piece of it. Evans to the paint. Parker Tyus, good.
Oh, yeah. You can see the vision. It's excellent. Good Evans.
And the Sparks with possession here. They trail by 3. Carter. Mr. Ball meets Mr. Basket for a 5th happy pairing of the game. She's 5 for 9.
Assertive play by Kennedy Carter, stepping up and finding her team the much-needed bucket.
It's stolen by Hamby. Pass to Plum.
2 minutes
and here's Jackson.
2 minutes.
Hamby outside. Now here's Plum to take the lead. Rebound Cheyenne Parker Tyus. Here's Bell. She's guarded by Stevens. Kennedy Carter with the steal. Here's Jackson. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. That one on Lloyd. He hits the first one, and that ties the game up.
Jackson, 2 shots.
And so she's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
A lot of players say they want to be in those situations, but she truly does. What a clutch performer.
Timeout called the Aces. Aces making a switch.
Make some noise.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Evans misses.
Yeah, she tried to fight her way through traffic and just couldn't do it.
Left side, Plum. Over Gray. Plum gets the bucket.
What a big shot by Plum. A WNBA champion, Kelsey. Very comfortable in these moments.
Left side, Evans. And the shot goes down.
What composure from Evans in the clutch. Totally zeroed in on finding the bucket.
Now here's Plum. He's covered closely. Here's Hamby.
The moment not scaring Hamby, a leader. She takes pleasure in hitting the big shots.
And stolen by Azare Stevens. Here's Carter. Nails it.
This is why Carter is out here. When the game is close, she knows how to come through.
To the inside. Here's Evans. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring them within 3.
That just demonstrates how motivated Dana Evans is. The bigger the moment, the more she wants to shoot it.
Pass to Hamby. The second chance effort connects.
An example right there, guys, of how they never started coasting, even as their lead kept growing.
Well, Tim, they're just a determined group. There's no neutral here. No matter what the lead is, it's only full speed ahead, and that's the type of basketball I love to watch.
Yeah, 100 miles an hour.
Timeout called the Aces. What's your take, guys?
Well, this one, it's not over if they can get a quick score then foul.
Yeah, a few missed free throws, and they're right back in it, but it has to happen fast.
Exactly, Brian. Have to do it real quick.
And the Aces making a change here. Shoots from 14. Can't hit that one. And that's an intentional foul.
Parker Titus. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good. And that increases their lead to 6.
Kennedy.
And the future Carter has in this league is promising. She's a talented guard with a commendable work ethic.
Inside. It's good!
2 points.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead her to the rim with a pass like that.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Personal foul.
You know, they had to foul to stop that clock.
At the line
That's
for the
really
away
the
team.
enemy in this
Kennedy
situation.
Carter.
Yeah, and who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range.
Maybe knock down a 3 or 2, who knows?
No mistakes there, and I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
They get the rebound. Here's Evans. Offline. And so the Sparks take the win.
the end of the game.
A truly gutsy performance away from home.
It really was. When this one was hanging in the balance late,
Make sure to
they
get
showed
home
just
safely,
what
and we'll see you at the
tough-minded
next sporting
squad
event.
they can be.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.